Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Tony here. It is Tuesday, June 11th. I've got very bullish news to share with you guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also smash the like button. And of course, this is not financial or investment advice. Let's take a look at the market here. We continue to see some sideways movement. Not much going on really, just a lot of ups and downs here. Bitcoin currently sitting at $7,869, Ethereum at $245, XRP at 39 cents, Litecoin looking really good, actually up 5% in the past 24 hours and currently sitting at $135, holding the number 4 spot. So looks good there. I hold the top 4 right now, of course, in my portfolio. Many of you know I hold Litecoin. It is my actually number 4 as far as the share of my portfolio. So I've got some big news here, guys. First, Michael Arrington, who we've talked a lot about, he was the founder of TechCrunch, and many of you know he's big in the Silicon Valley circles, investor, obviously now has Arrington XRP Capital. He's bullish on crypto, bullish on XRP. Well, he tweeted the following in response to someone's tweet, and he said, "I'm not sure anyone can really predict what will happen in crypto in 3 years, right? No one can predict the future, except Bitcoin and XRP will still be strong." Now, I'm certainly in agreement with this statement. As you know, I personally diversify. XRP I am most bullish on because of the facts, the utility that's being built around it. Bitcoin being the original, the store of value, a lot of financial instruments being built around it. Now, there are a lot of maximalists both in the Bitcoin and XRP community, and they're always fighting with each other and trying to diminish the other. And I'm not on that boat. I look at things factually and what is actually being built. What are the pros and cons? And when you put your emotion into crypto and so forth, that's when you get wrecked, right? You got to look at it from a business standpoint, adoption, and so forth. And that's why I personally diversify. That's why my top 2 are XRP and Bitcoin. Now, Michael Arrington, he's no joke, obviously, right? So I hope you understand how these people think, and he's big in Silicon Valley circles. He's obviously runs a hedge fund and so forth. So I hope you guys start to think like that, and you're looking at who are the winners, based on the facts. What is the adoption they're getting? What is being built around them? And that's important. Not your emotions, not what someone else said. Do your own research and look at the facts. And that's why I try to share here with you guys. Now, guys, we've been seeing stock markets have been on the, they've been working to get services built out for crypto so they can offer to their clients. And one such that we've been paying close attention to is the Nasdaq. They've been building their indexes and so forth. Well, Nasdaq's Quandl, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, institutional data platform to add crypto reference prices. I mean, what else do I have to say here? This is massive, guys. We're talking about the Nasdaq here. The Nasdaq-owned financial data platform for institutional investors is adding cryptocurrency reference prices. Nasdaq's Quandl platform will source its price information from cryptocurrency price and indices provided by CryptoCompare. Many of you are aware of CryptoCompare.com. Based on CryptoCompare's aggregate index data sets, the product will provide up-to-date pricing data for the most liquid cryptocurrency markets, according to a press release published Tuesday. Nasdaq and the CryptoCompare have agreed to a strategic partnership for the new service called Nasdaq/CryptoCompare Aggregate Crypto Reference Prices. This is so big, guys, and let me give you details into who those institutional investors are that they provide the service to. Quandl provides institutional investors such as hedge funds, asset managers, investment banks, and financial, economic, and other data sets, guys. I mean, look at what is being built here, and this is awesome. This is amazing to see happen. And we know the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange is about to launch back. We know that there's the Bourse Stuttgart in Germany, crypto exchange launching the Bison app. There's obviously the SIX stock exchange in Switzerland. So many big financial institutions getting into this new asset class. And speaking of big players, Fidelity. Fidelity is going aggressive here, man. We know that they launched Fidelity Digital Assets, their crypto trading services and all that. Well, they're also investing into solutions and different hardware, software, security, and so forth. And here, Fidelity joins $16 million investment in crypto security startup. So, Fireblocks came out of stealth Tuesday morning, announcing it has raised $16 million in a Series A funding from firms including Fidelity-backed, 8 Roads, and MState. The cryptocurrency security startup helps listen to this, institutions safely transfer coins between different wallets and exchanges, and already has 2 high-profile customers. Genesis Global Trading, owned by Barry Silbert of Digital Currency Group. They're the ones doing the Drop Gold campaign. And of course, billionaire Mike Novogratz, Galaxy Digital. So, infrastructure being built out, right? Security, custody services, and all of that stuff. And look at it, it's being built for institutional investors. So big money is going to come flooding into this market as once these protections are set up, guys. And the proofs the proof and the fact is right in front of our face here. They're putting millions of dollars into this market, guys. It's all so awesome. Now, speaking of insurance, Metaco offering crypto custody insurance via giant broker Aon. Aon, the world's second largest insurance broker by revenues, has lined up a panel of insurers to provide cryptocurrency coverage for clients of Metaco, a digital asset custody technology firm. Announced Tuesday, this group of mostly European insurers, none of whom were named, will offer a crime insurance product to institutions using Metaco's silo solution for so-called hot and cold online and offline wallets. According to Aon, the policies cover losses to everything from natural disasters, destroying the private keys kept offline in cold storage, to third-party hacks of hot wallets connected to the internet. This is great. This is part of the infrastructure, protection for the investors, insurance, and all of that, guys. I mean, just wow. I'm just blown away. I hope you guys are excited as I am because, like I've said many times, I got into the market in 2016 and I would have bought a ton more crypto if I knew this was coming, right? But it is here now. I kind of envy some of you who are entering the market now because the facts are in front of your face and you can really go all in. Now, obviously, I've been accumulating, since we've been in a bear market, but it's really awesome, guys. It's really an amazing time to be alive. Now, Korea's biggest bank is preparing to custody digital assets. More great news. KB Kookmin, the largest bank in South Korea, and we know South Korea is very bullish on crypto, is preparing to launch a digital asset custody offering. According to a report from CoinDesk Korea, the institution is teaming up for the effort with blockchain startup Atom Riggs Consulting, with 2 entities signing a strategic business agreement on June 10th. Atomics Labs is developing a product called Lime that secures digital assets as cryptocurrencies using secure MPC technology. So this is happening globally, not just in the United States. In the United States, you got your big players like your stock exchanges, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade. South Korea got the biggest bank. Japan is doing their thing. Europe, guys, it's all coming together. I hope you see the writing on the wall here. Now, many of you know I hold Propy in my portfolio. I had actually done videos on Propy last year talking about all the great progress they were making. And as you can see here, Propy is in my portfolio, and they are looking to disrupt the real estate market using blockchain technology. Well, they just got a really huge endorsement and investment here from who? The U.S. Realtors Association. That's really big here in the United States, guys. This is really a huge win for them, and I'm so glad I got in early. So U.S. Realtors Association invests in blockchain startup Propy. The venture capital arm of U.S. National Association of Realtors has bought a stake in blockchain-based real estate startup Propy. Second Century Ventures, Nars real estate technology VC fund, invested an undisclosed amount in Propy via its Reach Accelerator program. According to a press release sent to CoinDesk on Monday, Propy allows users to transact real estate online, recording the deals on blockchain as well as traditional methods. It previously raised $15.5 million via an ICO in 2017, and obviously they have their respective token. So this is great news. And actually, Michael Arrington, who we just talked about, serial investor, right? He's invested in Propy. And I'm telling you, like I said, this guy's no joke. So you're getting like an ex-Silicon Valley guy who knows investing, who's been in the circles of all these investors. Look where he's putting his money. And I want you to think about that. Take your emotions out of it and think about that, right? Who this guy is, and he, once again, founder of TechCrunch and so forth. So big win here. And in fact, he had used Propy to purchase a $60,000 apartment in Kiev using Ethereum and smart contracts to settle the deal. So obviously, for certain properties, people can list it and sell it and accept payment via Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, whatever it is. And obviously, the Propy token can be used within that. So really great stuff here for Propy. And as I've stated many times, there will be multiple winners coming out of this market. That's why stop the maximalism stuff and look at this from a business standpoint, investor standpoint. Look at it from smart money standpoint, because they're not caught up in this infighting. Oh, my coin's better than yours and nonsense. That's childish. We need to mature. We need to grow up here and look at this as adults here. So moving ahead, fraud fighting watchtowers to arrive in the next Bitcoin Lightning release. So-called Lightning Network watchtowers, a much anticipated next step for securing the network, are coming soon. Watchtowers have long been considered a missing piece of Bitcoin's Lightning layer, as they're crucial for squashing fraud and on the experimental off-chain network that can make Bitcoin payments faster and more scalable. So many of you, if you don't know what the Lightning Network is, it's the scaling solution for Bitcoin. It'll allow transactions to be much faster than they are right now, right? Because the transaction speed is very low. And it will make the fees, or it will reduce the fees. So it will essentially improve the usability, the day-to-day usage of Bitcoin. This is going to be really big for Bitcoin. That's why I always say, despite what Bitcoin is right now, you got to look at what's being built, and the scaling solution is being built for it. And there's a major companies such as the Square Cash App that are said they're going to implement the Lightning Network. So when you have these merchants and all these folks getting on the Lightning Network, Bitcoin is going to take off even more. It's going to prove its utility. People are going to be able to use it. Right now, it's like I said, its utility sucks. Those are the facts. Those are not my feelings, right? Fees can be really high. Obviously, when the network gets busy, a transaction can take forever. But once again, that's right now. This scaling solution is being built. That's why you have to kind of have that outlook. Where are we headed? And that's why you can't just discount Bitcoin, because it's original. You got these big players launching a lot of financial products and instruments around it. So this is great. And when someone uses Lightning, it's necessary for someone using it to remain online to make sure their counterparty isn't trying to steal those funds. But this is obviously a UX nightmare. For example, customers don't have to monitor their Wells Fargo accounts every day to ensure that they're not being defrauded. The watchtower watches for old states to be broadcast. In other words, if a bad actor tries to broadcast an old transaction giving themselves extra money, the watchtower responds by punishing that bad actor. So all the respective guardrails being put into place here. Now, we continue to see crypto exchanges launch across the globe. Another one, Beaxy, if I'm saying that right, opens digital asset exchange with institutional grade technology. So it's not only they're not only opening and building for retail, but also institutions. With more than 60,000 pre-registered users, Beaxy is currently live to customers in 43 U.S. states and 185 countries. Unlike any other exchange in the cryptocurrency sector, Beaxy boasts 9 other types powered by one market data, whose clients include top-tier global banks, large asset managers, proprietary trading firms, market makers, and leading traditional exchange. Committed to onboarding traditional investors, retail, and institutional investors, as well as acquiring market share from traders on other cryptocurrency exchanges. Great news, and it looks like they're going to be worldwide, 185 countries, including the US. So really great stuff here. We are continuing to see a movement to where people are looking to ensure they have valid data now, because the SEC and all these different government agencies are calling it out. There's manipulation, there's fake data, wash trading. Bitwise just did that in an effort to get their ETF approved. So Bancor here said, we're thrilled to be among the first members of CoinMarketCap's Data Accountability and Transparency Alliance, enhancing accountability and aligning reporting standards across the blockchain industry. So the cleanup is happening. Remember, I've been saying to you guys, when you have big players like TD Ameritrade, Intercontinental Exchange, who the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange, launching back, Fidelity and so forth, guess what? They're going to make the calls to the regulators and say, hey, we need this cleaned up. So watch these big players who have the pull, right? Who have the contacts from the traditional markets, the regulators, to now probably call up and say, hey, we need to get rid of this. We need to clean up Tether, right? We need to do all this stuff. And they're going to clean it all up, because they can't go in and offer services with a market that's heavily manipulated. But a matter of time, in just in a matter of time, they're going to have this done. So looks like they're forming their committees and groups here, and this includes Binance, Bittrex, Liquid, Huobi, Bitfinex, and many others who are going to try to have more accurate data. This is good news for all of us, because we need to reduce the manipulation, and this market has to mature. So that's the news, guys. Would love to hear your thoughts. I mean, massive news here. Nasdaq, Fidelity, crypto insurance, Korea's biggest bank here, right? Will custody digital assets. I mean, the future is so bright, and I hope you guys see this. I'm not trying to hype anybody up, but I do get excited about the facts. The facts now, not my thoughts here, but wow, look at the money being built here. Look at the traditional firms, banks and so forth, stock exchanges saying, we're going to offer crypto, we're going to build, we're going to invest millions. And this is really cool. So guys, would love to hear your thoughts and comments. Leave them below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. And thank you to my Patreon supporters, and I'll talk to you guys.